Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power, one-stop shopping for all your health and fitness needs. You saw the thumbnail, baby, on this thrilling Thursday. I'm on the juice. Look, I've made a choice. I'm on the juice. I'm an old man. I feel like I need a push. I'm on the juice. Grape and apple, veggie, man. Look, I am a disciple of the great Gary Null, anti-aging guru and all that sort of stuff. I studied with him at the foot of the master for 2 years before I even got into my formal doctoral training and whatnot. And this was 23 years ago. I remember it was August 28th. It was my birthday, 23 years ago. And my wife was pregnant with my daughter. And I went on the Null. And the thing about, I got so much from him. Such a brilliant, brilliant man. I got so much from him. But the thing that he was all about was juice. And guys, I have been juicing on and off, not even on and off. I've been juicing the whole time for the last 23 years in different degrees. Now, the thing about juicing is this, and I'm telling you right now, I'm not sugarcoating a bit. It takes time, man. You better have time in the morning to get up and make your juice. And, a family of four, if you got to get your spouse out to work and, you're making breakfast and you got to... Guys, I understand. I understand completely. Therefore, in that case, I strongly suggest you get a couple of Gary Null products. Now, I don't believe in supplements in the traditional sense, okay? But these, and I'll put them on the screen, these green stuff and red stuff powders are the best you're going to get. They are a little pricey. They're all organic. They come from his own farms and all this sort of stuff. And but I do believe far and away they are the best on the market. And I do resort to those at certain times. There's no question about it. Now, being retired, I have time to do that. I have time to indulge myself. My wife and daughter, my daughter is down to law school now, but all summer she enjoyed fresh squeezed juice. She got a big thing every morning of, let me go back, that is about a half a liter, okay, of fresh squeezed orange juice every morning. She loved it. She'd go out for a run, she'd come back and she'd knock that off. My wife loves the grape and apple. She gulps them all day. She has one for breakfast. She brings that and the True Power lemonade to work, and she has one of these as soon as she comes home. Okay? And I am drinking these all day. All day. Okay? I don't believe in juice cleanse. I have a book about that, and I took it down. I think it really leads itself to frustration and binge eating and all that sort of stuff. I think in a perfect world, they can be very good, especially in a therapeutic instance. But for the most part, I have not been recommending them in a long time. Okay? I did a juice cleanse, and it was extremely hard. I went close to 30 days twice and fell off the wagon hard. Craved the whole time. It may or may not be good for you. I'm not sure, but it's no way to live. To just be craving your whole life. I'm not living that way. So I tried it. I gave it a good try so I could... Guys, that's what I do with everything. When I talk about the keto diet, when I talk about the paleo diet, when I talk about Weight Watchers, when I talk about, Met-Rx, or whatever the case may be, I do all the actual classroom type research, and then I will use it on myself. I have done paleo. It was the worst week of my life. Keto's the same thing. Atkins, the whole 9 yards. Guys, I know what I'm talking about. Okay? So with that said, with a juice cleanse, that's the way I felt. I was gulping 2,000 to 3,000 calories every day, and still craving food, as you can imagine. Usually they say that the first couple of days are the worst, and then it gets easier. The first couple of days were the worst. And Yes, it got easier, but when it got bad, it was very, very bad. Anyway, like a petulant child. So, but I do believe in juice. Guys, what it does is it mainlines. It takes mega. Now, this is the juice from about 8 apples and, oh God, 40, 50 grapes. Now, if you were to sit down and eat 8 apples and 40, 50 grapes, am I right? Yeah, that's a different thing altogether. But to just drink it and get all those vitamins and nutrients from, I mean, you can't beat as far as the ingesting of the vitamin and mineral content. That is what I was drawn to with the juice cleanse. And I have to say, when you wake up in the morning on an empty stomach and to start knocking off these juices, which I do just about every day, okay? You almost feel like a sponge being sucked into your veins and your I mean, it's just absolutely exhilarating the way it just flows into your cells unimpeded because there's nothing in your stomach. So unlike, yes, you don't get the pulp. You don't get the pulp. There's no question about it. But again, I'm not doing this juice fasting. I am just using this to augment. And throughout the day, it is wonderful. Wake me up drinks. Getting a little hungry at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. No, you're not. You knock off one of these. Trust me, you're not hungry. You're not hungry. So they have dozens of different uses. But the big thing is to just mainline. I talk about a glucose drip and everything. To just mainline, put an IV of the vitamins and nutrients in fruits and vegetables and just mainline it into your system. It is tremendously healthy. And I put this in my juice book. But Gary Null has a story that's very, very interesting. It's in one of his books. And when he first got into juicing and the green stuff powder, he was on a book tour. He was going on a book tour. And he was very, very adamant about, now this was years ago, very, very adamant about his diet. And he felt there was absolutely no way that he was going to be able to stay on the diet on this book tour. He's eating at restaurants, room service and all this sort of stuff. And back then, they weren't vegan friendly at all. So what he did was he took his entire crop of vegetables, juiced it, and then took the juice and condensed it into a powder. And what he was doing was he was just taking conventional fruit and vegetable juices out of the store and just dumping this powder into it for about a month. And not only whenever he would go into a city, he would run a race. He must have won like 10 races. When he came back, he ran, the day he came back, he just rolled out of bed and ran the USA Championships for his age group in the, was it marathon? And he won. I mean, his health was just off the charts. Now, days later, he's at his desk, and his entire family is prematurely bald. Okay? And if you see pictures of him, he has a great head of hair. Well, anyway, he is going bald at this time. Now, he's juicing, he's eating vegan, he's taking vitamins, the whole 9 yards, and he's sitting at his desk, just sort of working like this. And all of a sudden, he feels bristles on the top of his head, where it's starting to go bald. It's getting very thin. What the heck? He goes to the mirror, and sure enough, he's got bristles of new hair all over his head. He said the only thing he can think of was what the month long with juice and the green stuff powder and all his juice. That's the only thing he could think of. And he has been gulping it and pushing it ever since. And he's made a fortune. Okay? Now, he like a lot of these charlatans, he's very sincere about it. He really is. I know him personally, and I can say that for sure. But anyway, guys, now if you notice, my father and my 2 brothers were cue balls. Same genetic line, the whole 9 yards. And at 70 years old, I have a full head of hair. I've been trying to get rid of the gray. That is going to take mega green juice. I don't know if it's doable. I don't think it is. I've tried for years. It's probably doable, but I just haven't done it. But the point is, guys, juice, juice, juice. Get on the juice. You know, clickbait, I made that, I was alluding to, I'm on steroids, but clickbait, but guys, it is wonderful. Now, the only supplements I recommend, and I'm not getting a kickback for this, okay? But if you feel like you want to juice and you don't have the time to juice, go to Gary Knows website and get green juice and red juice, the powder, and start drinking it. You'll see how you feel. You'll absolutely see how you feel. It's noticeable. You do it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, you can feel it. You can absolutely feel it. Ooh, that feels good. Maybe I won't have the coffee this morning. I'm telling you, man, it's that powerful. It really is. Anyway, that's that. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.